Hi, it's Adam from realitymanifestation.com, and in this video I'm going to be going through how to reprogram the subconscious mind specifically for getting the law of attraction to work. Now, I'm not going to go through the very basics of what the subconscious mind is or what the law of attraction is, as there are plenty of videos that cover this already, and even a few on this channel. I want to go through some slightly more advanced topics related to how to change your subconscious mind, your beliefs, how you perceive the law of attraction, and potentially even your very own reality, so you'll look at the law of attraction in a different way that will greatly improve your results and even your general well-being. Now, with that said, let's get straight into it. How any of us perceive or experience our reality isn't based on reality itself, but rather the meanings we attach and how we've perceived it to be. Now, the figure I'm about to say may be inaccurate, but according to some scientists, visible light, basically what we can perceive out of the electromagnetic spectrum, is only 0.005%. Even if it's 100 times more, which would be 5%, that would still be 95% that we can't perceive. And the reason this is so important to be aware of is because if we just rely on our 5 physical senses, we'll think reality is just made up of what we can perceive. So basically what we can see, hear, feel and touch, and also taste. But we can't perceive how our thoughts are affecting our reality around us, how our vibrations aren't just affecting our lives, but also the lives of those around us. The reason I'm sharing this, as I'm about to give you some food for thought of questioning your current model of the world for how you're currently viewing your reality, because what I'm about to go through, just from a few shifts, could totally change how you approach the law of attraction or any other form of manifestation techniques or teachings. So a lot of people, when it comes to the law of attraction, will think it's just a one-time thing, in the sense of you'll do a technique, you'll think of something and then it's likely to come to you, or you have a few negative thoughts and it's going to come your way. As soon as you feel a bit down, depressed or angry, you're automatically attracting it. And regardless of how you think the law of attraction works, whether you think it's through your thoughts, your level of consciousness, your vibration, spirits, God, the universe, what I'm about to go through will work with whatever you believe is the foundations behind how it works. Now, as you are likely already aware, we all have beliefs. What we believe something to be, whether something is right or wrong. And if you change what's called a core belief, so in a way it's like a foundational belief, what many other beliefs are built upon. Now, to use a ridiculous example, if you believe in the flying spaghetti monster as the creation of all life in the universe, and yes, this is a real thing, you can Google it for yourself, and I'm trying to read it now, and if you are a Pastafarinesium, I can't say it, and you believe the power of the almighty meatballs and spaghetti strands are behind every creation in our reality, you will likely form beliefs based upon these core beliefs that align with how the meatballs and spaghetti created the universe and life, and you will likely form beliefs that align with science or anything else that helps explain the doctrine of the gospel of the flying spaghetti monster as one of their holy texts. Now, if someone who worships the flying spaghetti monster was to find out it isn't true, or for some reason it's not true for them, this is a core belief that could change the very fabric of how they view reality, and many other beliefs could be shifted from a change in just one core belief. And the reason I'm saying all of this, because I'm about to share some concepts with you that may shift some of your core beliefs around how the law of attraction works, and that will make it so you'll naturally live your life and view reality in a way, potentially, that'll make it so you apply the law of attraction or whatever you believe in much easier and more naturally. So a big misconception is that your thoughts and what you are intending to manifest, alongside the metaphysical, what we cannot perceive, is separate from our physical actions and our physical reality. Both the metaphysical, the source from what's created us, the physical reality that we can perceive and that we live in, the metaphysical, that's all around us but we can't perceive, and the power that allows us to even take action within the first place, all comes from the same original source, and all just varying degrees of this same original source. So what I'm trying to say is, they're both part of the same thing, they're just at varying different levels and degrees. So you want to see your thoughts, your vibrations, what people typically focus on within the law of attraction, the same as, just a different varying degree from the actions you'll take and what's physically around you currently in your reality. So if you see them as the same thing, you want to see your actions aligned with applying the law of attraction. You want to see your thoughts, your vibrations aligned with your actions, so they all coincide and work together towards attracting and creating the reality you want to experience, or unfortunately, what you don't want to experience. So this goes much deeper than it may appear on the surface of what I'm saying. So for example, I know many of you are wanting to use the law of attraction in your mind to attract things without taking action or minimal action, for coping or out of fear of taking action, in case you feel judged, fear of failure. You're coping so much because you may be so depressed, unhappy, you don't have much time in your day, or at least you don't feel like that you have. And using it as more of a coping mechanism rather than feeling excited or wanting to enhance your life. Could be doing it out of desperation, and the reason I know this for some of you is because I've done this myself for many years. And I also notice it in many people, unfortunately, following law of attraction teachings. But if you have an inner conflict that's stopping you from wanting to take action towards something you want to attract and to manifest, it's also going to make it much harder, or sometimes near enough impossible, to attract what you want from your thoughts alone. And also, if you was to follow your intuition, quite often you'll feel the urge to take physical action. To give an example, you may want to attract a new partner, but you're staying in your house the majority of the time, and you feel an urge to go to a party, an event, but you keep avoiding it because a part of your psyche is associating it to pain and wanting to avoid taking that physical action. This is out of alignment with the law of attraction. Whatever you believe metaphysically is going to bring things to you. And this is why I'm saying you want to see both your physical actions and your thoughts and what you're intending is both varying degrees of the same thing. Because lacking in one area is going to have a detrimental effect on the other. I hope that makes sense. So to apply this practically, if you're wanting to attract more wealth, better relationships, whatever it may be, and you're finding yourself avoiding taking action, or you're only taking minimal action, you'll be better off focusing on changing your associations so you want to take more physical action. This isn't just because taking more action in of itself will obviously help you to create changes, because regardless of what you believe, whether you believe it's just through physically changing your reality, or also because you're creating more paths and avenues, so to speak, for the universe to take the path of least resistance and easier for it to bring changes to you. The very shift within your own psyche, which will change your beliefs, your vibrations, and what you're intending and how you're doing any law of attraction technique, or just how you think and feel in general. That in of itself is what you are attracting metaphysically, even if you don't take more physical action. Just the mere shift that you are willing to, and you've changed within yourself, as that's where the greatest changes and the most powerful manifestations will come from, as a reflection of who you are and not what you are temporarily trying to change and attract. And also, even if you aren't consciously aware, the mere act of taking action towards a particular goal or manifestation, you'll be subconsciously intending to attract and create that as your reality. And that's the most powerful form of attraction, is when it comes through intention rather than wishing, begging, or hoping. So to sum up what I am saying, if you find law of attraction or manifestation techniques and teachings aren't generally working for you, and you find you're not taking much action or even willing to take much action, you're better off changing your associations in those areas so you're willing and actually take more action in those areas. Not just because you create physical changes in your reality, but you are opening up more avenues for the universe to give you, so to speak, what you are intending to attract. But also, the shifts within you will make it so, on a metaphysical level, you'll be much more likely to attract it. Another reason having this belief and view of the world can be extremely beneficial is because when we intend to attract something, it usually doesn't come about in the way that we expect. It most likely actually comes when we stop thinking about it and when we least expect it. So if you see your actions, thoughts, the physical and metaphysical is varying degrees from the same source, they'll give you much more certainty. You'll have much more belief that when things aren't coming to you the way you think they should, or you're panicking or wondering why things are getting worse, you'll know these are just necessarily shifts that have to happen in order to move you towards and create the reality that you are intending. If you want to know more about how to change your beliefs and your associations to be able to more practically apply the concepts I've gone through within this video, I'm going to leave links to videos I've made down below. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, if you could like the video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Also share this video with anyone who you think will benefit from the content within it, and also comment down below of what area in your life taking more action will make it so you'll be able to create a much more powerful shift in that area. I hope you found this video useful, and I shall see you soon.